At this point in your business development, you should have completed the necessary research to get started developing a program and should also have met with several potential partners. Now it's time to put the partnerships together. In this session, you'll begin to choose a professional for each of the categories needed. Your lead employer housing solutions representative can either be a realtor, your lender, or any of the partners for that matter. For the sake of argument, though, let's have our realtor as the lead representative. Your assignment? Start building your services team now. Again, we're going to need lenders. We may need more than one if they specialize in different types of loans, for example, mortgage bankers, mortgage brokers, and commercial banks, or provide specialty programs such as first-time homebuyer programs or down payment assistance programs. Title and escrow companies. We'll want to partner with one or several that will give us good rates and help us meet our clients' needs. Remember, too, that this business is a two-way street, so all partners should be delivering business back to us as well as getting business from us. Your rental program professional, as we've discussed, is a very important component to your program. Relocation management specialist. We haven't talked about this much, but you may run into a scenario where your corporate client will have needs for relocation services. If your company doesn't have a department to handle that, you'll need to bring in a provider. You can always partner with someone that does, as is the case with any of your other service partners. Property inspection. Property inspection is an important part of the home buying and selling process and is also a very good topic for seminars and webinars. Handyman or handywoman. Credit counseling agencies. Spend some time finding the right fit in this category. Remember, we're looking for a real solution, not a credit mill. Your team can be as large or small as you desire. Replacing members is also a possibility if certain members are not fulfilling their obligations. Additional members might include specific home repair professionals, such as flooring and tile, appliances, electricians, plumbers, painters, lawn care, movers, and storage facilities. Meet with each potential partner to discuss how the partnership is going to work. You can choose to have all partners meet together to brainstorm the operation or agreement, or you can meet with potential partners individually. The agreement to work together is generally a simple verbal contract, with each partner agreeing to be available and involved in the Employer Housing Solutions program, with compensation coming from the completion of their respective services. Once you've selected your partners, you really should all meet periodically together, whether in person or online. This is where you can exchange intel on new business opportunities. Once a week is highly recommended. In fact, breakfast is a great time to get this done so you can get back to work on your new business. As you build your team, you'll want to ensure that expectations are properly set and met. This is a commitment and a long-term venture. Even though you'll encounter business opportunities from the start, it's not just the flip of a switch. Each team member brings their expertise to the program. In addition, each team member should participate in the costs associated with building the program. Business development costs will include the following at a minimum: producing brochures, pamphlets, websites, and other marketing materials specific to your Employer Housing Solutions program. Producing training materials regarding what the Employer Housing Solutions has to offer. Time to create either advertising or training materials. Time to conduct webinars and seminars. And token incentives for potential clients, such as bringing donuts or bagels to their business office once a week. Providing lunch while meeting with the executives of a business. And during your initial group meetings, set a tentative calendar and obtain commitments from each as to what they are willing to do for the group. How do you decide who should pay what amount towards any of the business development? Before discussing this topic, always be sure to be RESPA compliant in your dealings and ensure full transparency for all concerned. One way is to consider who will benefit the greatest. When an employee is able to get into a home, the realtor will receive their commission, the lender will receive a fee based on the loan, the title company will receive their fee, and if relocation management is involved, they'll receive a significant amount as well. Other partners, such as the rental professional, the appraiser, inspector, will receive much less. For example, if through the Employer Housing Solutions program a client buys a $150,000 home, here's the likely breakdown in service revenues associated with the purchase. Again, these are just for illustrative purposes. The realtor, 2.5%. That's $3,750. The lender, 1.5%. That's $2,250. The title company, 2% or $3,000. And then the appraiser and the inspector each earn a couple of $100. Using this as a guideline, the realtor, lender, and title company should cover most of the costs equally and share the time and training responsibilities. If one party, the realtor or the lender, is planning to do most of the work, developing material, initiating the business contacts, and selling the program, as well as providing the training and setting up an office one day a month, then it may be more reasonable for the other partners to cover all of the costs of developing materials and paying for the tokens, such as donuts or bagels. You need to work this out with your partners. How do partners in an employer housing program make money? Well, very simply, the partners will be making money from the services they provide, as we've talked about. In addition, each partner will benefit by the other partners bringing or referring business to them. There's generally no referral fee between industry types, but rather an informal agreement that each partner will refer clients to the other. For example, if a realtor is the lead employer housing professional, they'll refer clients to one or two lenders, and in return, the lenders should refer clients back to the realtor when clients approach the lender first. There may be exceptions to this where perhaps the lender originated the corporate account, in which case they want to be exclusive to that, and that's perfectly fine. If one partner is going to benefit over another and reciprocal referrals are not going to be a mutually beneficial arrangement, the partner who's benefiting more from the relationship may want to agree to pay a higher portion of the costs of promoting the employer housing program or do a higher percentage of the work. These are the types of discussions that need to take place as the agreements are being put into place. How formal does the partnership agreement need to be? Many agreements are very informal. A handshake, for example. The realtor or lender in the Employer Housing Solutions program usually takes the lead and develops the program. They generally benefit the most because they are the one developing the business, making the contacts, and therefore getting the deals. Other partners may be seen by the primary partner as exchangeable. They may use one realtor on one deal and another one the following time. The more formal the agreement, the more it needs to be followed. It's usually a good idea to create a written agreement that specifies what's going to be done and how it's going to be accomplished, as well as how the costs will be divided. Such an agreement is not formal or enforceable, but may ensure a better understanding. If the Employer Housing Solutions program is going to be the primary source of business, then you may want to consider forming a business entity with a set of partners. Creating a legal business entity takes some additional work and legal fees. However, there can be some tax benefits that exceed those of working as a sole proprietorship. A sample marketing services agreement is included in your materials.